All right, good afternoon, everyone. On this onset, I would like to thank AIOS and Zeiss for giving me this opportunity. So today I'm going to talk about improving toric outcomes. Now, the toric IOLs have been doing a fantastic job, but how do we improve ourselves? We have been using these manual markers from quite some time, and the errors happen in this because there's no reference point. Errors happen because of head tilt, cyclotorsion. Sometimes you wash the cornea excessively, it removes the mask. But as you all know, every 1 degree of misalignment of the toric lens, we lose about 3% of its corrective effectiveness. Now, when we look at the routine three-step technique of manual toric IOL marking, where the marking first is done on the slit lamp at the horizontal axis at 0-180, then the marking is done intraoperatively at 0-180, and then it's done at the intended axis where the lens has to be placed. Now, when you do this technique with the bubble marker, it has been found that there's a mean error of axis about 2.48 and a total error in toric IOL alignment about 4.98. Now, how do we improve ourselves? This is where the Callisto comes into picture. Basically, this is a markerless system which gives you an intraoperative reference point, taking data from the limbal vessels, which is acquired during the acquisition of the IOL Master 700, and this is in fact wirelessly transferred to your OT, directly to your microscope, and you can access it from there. Now, it has many features. First, it can show you where your incisions need to be. In the sense, you can plan your main ports, side ports. Let's say if you're planning to correct your astigmatism, the arc or OCC, whatever it is, you can completely plan it, and it'll compensate the cyclotorsion and show you the correct axis where you need to do your marking. And you can do your capsular axis, which is amazing. You can perfectly center it to how you want it and also the size you want it. This is very important, especially when you're operating on a toric patient or a trifocal patient. The overlapping is very crucial. Obviously, it helps us to align the toric lens. And all my toric patients, I always implant a CTR. And as you can see, I implant the CTR under irrigation, and the trailing part of the CTR, I hold it with a micro forceps and place it into the bag. This way, I'm rest assured that it doesn't suddenly slip into the sulcus. Now, why CTR in all my cases? Now, you can see a huge gap between the posterior capsule and the lens. This is the immediate post-op. So this is one of the reasons why there's a higher chance of rotation of the toric lens during the early post-operative period. So when we implant the CTR, what happens is it expands the bag, brings the anterior posterior capsule closer together, and increases the contact between the bag and the lens. As you can see here, there's a beautiful contact between the posterior capsule and the lens. This prevents it from rotating during the early postoperative period. It also has an automated tracking, so if the patient moves his eyes, you don't have to worry. You'll be rest assured the overlay will follow the eye. So this is how it looks like when you're doing a surgery, where you can see these overlay of 3 lines. You just have to align the markings on the lens onto the overlay. Okay, so when we compare marker and markerless, in terms of quantity of vision, actually there's no difference. But in terms of quality of vision, there is a significant difference. In fact, especially in a toric trifocal, not just, when we test it, in fact, the patients itself, they'll be, telling that their vision is significantly better. A lot of studies have stated the same. It also has features where you can access your IOL Master report, and also has HD recording and a huge storage where you can store all your surgical videos in the microscope itself. Now let's get into the patient's shoe. None of us want a patient flow to be long and inefficient. We want the patient flow to be short and sweet. Now let's look at a toric workflow for a manual marker. Now, as you all know, on the day of surgery, topical anesthesia is applied not just once, in fact, twice. That is once on the slit lamp and the second time in the intraoperative period. As you all know, that the more number of times we apply local anesthesia, it is pretty toxic to the epithelium, and you'll have a picture like this. We'll have punctate epithelial erosions, and on the day of surgery, patient will be will have so much more discomfort. The patient will have watering, redness, a little photophobia also. and also decrease vision on the day of surgery. But when you look at a toric workflow or patient workflow for a markerless system, absolutely no added step as compared to a monofocal patient workflow. Patient just comes and goes like any other monofocal patient, and he's so much more comfortable. His visual recovery is more quick. On the day of surgery only, he's very comfortable, and his quality of vision is fantastic. So I would like to conclude by saying definitely markerless system is the future. As the time goes, as the years goes, we always keep trying to better ourselves, have better outcomes. I feel this is the machine which will help us to do that.